Good morning, my fellow humans and brothers and sisters around the world. It is August the 12th. Yeah, absolutely. At 8:22 a.m. and we are coming to you live from Vallecito, Colorado. It's a chilly morning here, and it's been pretty chilly. We really have not had much of a summer. It's been a very strange season, actually. But it's been nice. Been out enjoying the beautiful planet Earth that I love so much, and this area that I love so much. The only thing missing are my beautiful family members. I did not intend to come to this beautiful area to wander around alone without my family, identifying the plants and mushrooms and things like that, which was part of the plan for my children's education, the one that I see fit to give them, which, come to find out, is the most important one after all. So this educational neglect bullshit is just that. It's bullshit. And, come to think of it, everything that this criminal regime does is just bullshit. They make up excuses and hide behind their fucking codes and statutes as if, that is the law. Well, those codes and statutes are not the law, and I am not bound, and we are not bound to those codes and statutes. These people have lost their place in the world, and they're losing foothold daily because the people are sick and tired of the tyranny and the theft and the lying and the murdering and the cheating and the mongering and it goes on and on, stealing everything, our houses, our kids, our lands, committing murder, as if they have the right to do that. Well, I'm sorry, but you know what? If you look at natural law, they don't have the right to do this. And we are all bound by natural law. Now, these tyrants, a day with us, you guys. And I got to tell you, I was watching some of those presidential things. Not that I really care about it, because I don't. I am not a citizen of the United States of America, Inc. And don't care to be, have no desire to be. It's not my religion. It's not our religion. But I will tell you, watching some of those, it's disgusting to see how the people fall down and practically worship these candidates. You guys need to stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop worshiping the devil. Get your shit together and understand that what you consider to be government, well, that is a rogue government, you guys. That is a de facto government. We don't have a real government. Actually, we do now, because some very beautiful people around the planet have come together and have worked so hard at bringing the true law, which is the supreme law of the land, into existence the way that it was always intended to be. So guess what? Yeah, we've got superior court judges now. We have marshals. We have all kinds of people that are doing the right thing. And they're doing it because of this rogue government that is stealing our kids. CPS, who is not even a government agency. If people are really that hung up on, you need a government, you need somebody to show you the way, well, CPS is not a government agency. Yeah. That freaked me out a little bit when I first discovered it. It's like, okay, so they pose as a government agency, but they are not. And they're not public servants. They don't have any bonds either. So as far as their crimes go and what they do, they don't even have a bond to cover damages. At least that's my understanding, because I've asked. See, these criminals, they won't give me anything. They won't give me any of my records. They won't give me any information. They've just taken my children and just trooped along, as if, well, that's the end of that chapter, and now everybody moves on. And as far as the last 13 years of my children's lives and my life, they would like to, act as though that doesn't matter. That doesn't mean anything. They took their lies, they took their tyranny, and just marched all over like a bunch of fucking bullies. And that's what they are. They're bullies. And they do hide behind their statutes and codes. And they think that because they've been getting away with this crap for so long, that they can just continue on. It has not occurred to them that their crimes are catching up to them. It has not dawned on them that we are all bound by natural law, and that natural and universal law is not going to permit this. So the tables are turning. I'd like to see these guys spend some time in prison and reflect back on your crimes. Now, on the other hand, I will tell you, I'm a big advocate for you doing your part in making things right and restoring that which you have damaged. And that is the way natural law works. So the inside of a prison cell, well, as long as they can do their part to restore, we do want to give every single person an opportunity to repurpose themselves for the good and to do the right thing. And I hope that goes well. I'm not real encouraged in my area because I've given these guys every opportunity to do the right thing, and they just don't. They don't do it. They see me as weak. They see me as vulnerable. They see my little family as easy pickings. And, hey, they're masters of deception, right? Well, sort of. They don't like the truth. That threatens their existence. But, is that a reason to retaliate against me and my family because you don't like the truth? Because that's what's going on. Retaliation on my family because they don't want to hear the truth. They don't like the truth. A worker who has a wild imagination, who has been pretty convinced that she could get me to lose it. I'm certain that's what she was attempting to do. She has played about every trick in the book. Get me to lose my temper, do something crazy. And I'm not going to, because we're going to do this by law. And I've taken the time to understand law. I've taken the time to study law. And in the last year, I have studied so many different types of law that my mind has been swimming. It has been enormous. And I've crammed in so many years worth into such a short amount of time that it has been mind-blowing. Definitely mind-bending. Fortunately, I like mind-bending stuff. So, I've enjoyed it. I've hated the painful part of having my family and not knowing where they are and if they're okay and what the hell they're doing with them. And, of course, they're not going to give me any information on that because they're criminals. They have no respect. They're criminals. I had to study and figure out if they're even human beings, and I guess they are. But you know what? They're pretty sick. They're really twisted. They're really sick. And they do need to be re-educated if they're ever going to have a chance. They just do whatever it is that they're programmed to do. So, God bless you, Ronnie Davis. You give me hope, and you say it so well. You really do put it out there exactly how it is. And I'm sick and tired of these criminals. They stole my other granddaughter when she was a baby. I never even got to be with her. And I'm just sick of it. I've had it. I have so had it. These criminals, they're the worst. They're the worst. It's not enough that they're just criminals that steal your kids. No, they like to terrorize us too. They like to put things in our face that they know is going to really upset us. And then it's like they get off. It's like they have an orgasm or something when you have a reaction to something that's horrible. Get the fuck out of my world. Frankly, I would rather these criminals be taken off planet and dealt with. But I'm not even going to go there. So, let's deal with them right here in this 3D world. That's where we're kind of still stuck in this. So, as we ascend to the higher dimensions and stuff, it looks like we've got to do a lot of cleanup. So let's clean this stuff up. Let's get these criminals and terrorists under control and get it taken care of. I don't know what else we can do, you guys. It's apparently being nice and just saying, would you please return my kids? Cease and desist your nonsense. No, that doesn't work. They just laugh at us like, oh, what are you going to do about it? We've got, the police department in our back pocket. Yeah, I know you've got the police department in your back pocket right now. Do you guys think that's going to last? Because I don't. I will stand up for our officers. I feel they are just as vulnerable as we are, and maybe even more so. So, regardless of the awful information that does come out, or regardless of the what people say or whatever about our officers, and I know there's bad ones out there, but there are some good guys out there, you guys, and we need them to, we need to support them, okay? We need them to support us. That's what they swore an oath to do. So we have to hold them to it, but re-educating them as we go, I think is really, really important. These guys, they don't know, they've been programmed. So they don't really, a lot of them really don't realize that they're just being used. In fact, the Satanists call them their dogs. I was pretty ticked off when I saw that. It was like, so yeah, they've got them, under like a spell. And we're working on getting these guys to snap out of it, because I do believe that many of them are good guys. And I believe that we need our officers. I would prefer to have our officers actually stand up for what they took an oath to stand up for, and educate them to the point where they know what is the right thing to do. Because here's the other thing, you guys. As far as money goes, I've said it before and I'll say it again. On December 25th, 2012, all corporations were foreclosed. And I do believe that is UCC code 1-308. Anyway, everything was foreclosed. That changed everything. And that financial system has been coming down ever since. It was actually coming down before that, and it was bound to, because it's a fiat currency. Really what it amounted to is who is going to control the failure of that fiat currency. Is it going to be the monsters that run the planet? Are we going to let them control that? Or are the people going to have everything to do with it? And I believe that the people have everything to do with it. There were some brilliant people who made great sacrifices to get that done. And so it was done in a way so that the criminals could not keep profiting off of the people. So thank you guys for all your hard work on that project. And I know you guys went through a lot to get it done, but thank you very much. And to everybody else out there, because I have studied and I have found all kinds of people all over that have been very busy doing different things. The talent is incredible. The knowledge is incredible. And we are doing this, you guys. We're not going to know a lot of things because, we rely on our own media sources to get information. And that's not always accurate either. We know that. But I do see where things are changing. And they're going to continue until we're done. So, that fiat currency system, it is, falling apart now. And China's in there, trying to grab and do their thing. And then you've got Swissendo, and he's in there. And heck, I don't know, all these different organizations with making promises to the people for free energy and free this and a bunch of money and a bunch of that and blah. And you have to learn true currency. We all have to. And that fiat currency is not true currency. You have to learn real currency. And then you begin to understand what happened to us. We were enslaved through the birth certificate. And you are the currency, baby. We are the currency. We always were the currency. There was never gold or silver. That was never where the value was. The value was always in the human energy. It still is. And you have unlimited value. So there's some really beautiful understandings in this. And of course, we do rely on our Creator. We rely on our Creator to intervene. Those divine interventions are absolutely necessary in this day and age that we live in. We have so much to do.